Welcome back to Photo, the only place on the internet that scoots around the camera while he's doing an intro and gives you the tube free guarantee. That's right, everybody. I'm going to skip the joke today, mainly because I didn't think of one. Leave one in the comments if you want to make friend of Jeffrey Tubin too. He's the guy that was masturbating on the Zoom call. Sinner. Welcome back, everybody. Got me a little LaCroix. If you don't know, you should try it. It's delicious. And it's way better than soda. This is still kind of wet. I don't want to... Yeah, that's all right. So what I am doing is learning how to build lures. And I just want to share with everybody what I've learned so far. And what I've learned so far is, let's get a little closer. Oh, hold on. Ugh, women, right? Anyways, so I just wanted to share some stuff of what I've learned. This guy's always running away. That's true, I am. I'm so professional. Such a professional YouTuber. Stuff I've learned and maybe some tips that I could come up with so far. This is literally what I have done so far. And there's this, which is the beginnings of a popper, which caused that. Well, this did not cause that. My stupidity caused that. But, so here's what I wanted to give a little breakdown of. One, scales are tough. Yeah, this is what the camera actually makes it look a lot better. The eye is a little clouded because I just touched it and the stuff is still soft. So maybe I can give a little spritz on the eye and clear up the eye. That's no big deal, but scales is tough. I tried over here. Let's see if we can zoom in. And yeah, there you go. I tried over here, and as you can see, this is pine. I also tried, I went to Hobby Lobby and got some balsa wood, and this was supposed to be just a crankbait, but this balsa is really tough. It's super soft, which that's what makes it super tough. If you're new at carving, your chances are you're just gonna go a little ham too much, and that's what I did. Like, this was supposed to be some sort of crankbait. And I kind of just, it was super easy to just go too far. And here, I'll show you, because I'm not using this. This is, I'm not going to use this. This is kind of, I don't think I'd be able to use this, but this is just super soft. It's soft like styrofoam soft. And it's just, you see how that just went a little too deep? It's super easy to do that. So this I would not suggest for starting out, because this is, that's tough. It's tough to get the right amount of material to come off, and it's far too easy to get some material to take too much material. Pine, also very soft, easy to work with. As you can see, this was a little piece of gravel or something on the coffee table that I just went like that, and deep mark. And that'll probably never come out of there. So I'll probably just fill that in with some super glue and call it a day. But pine, I would definitely suggest pine over balsa. Also very soft, very easy to work with, not as easy to carve and stuff like that as the balsa, obviously. But the balsa is pricey. I went to Hobby Lobby, and this was $5.50. That's let's see, let's zoom in here. 1 by 2 by 12, $5.50. This is a 1 by 2. Well, maybe not as 1 by... Well, this is 1 by 2 according to Home Depot. So I guess you do get an actual 1 by 2 there, where Home Depot you get a 1 3/4 kind of. 3/4 by 1 3/4. But an 8-foot section of this was like $3 or $4.50, less than $5, and you get an 8-foot section, and there's a lot of lures to be had in there, and it's easier to work with. This, and this. These are. This was the first one I carved, and this went through the wash machine, so it's water resistant. But this is poplar. Poplar is really kind of hard. It's not super hard. It's not like a super hard wood, like an oak or something like that. But it's much harder than the pine, and also too much harder to carve. So it's up to you if you would want to go with this. Plus, it's a little more expensive, but it is relatively available. This is at Home Depot too. Next, this is that Krylon triple thick glaze. This and this, they're both that triple thick glaze. Now this one I was handling, you can see the fingerprints. I was handling far too soon. So this one, that's why I grabbed the eyes, and you can see it monked it up. So this, you really gotta give it some time. Plus, it does run pretty easily. You can see here I had some runs. I had some runs, and it kind of dripped a little bit and ended up needing some help. But that's pretty much it towards... Oh, and I got these too. These are just Amazon blanks. Everybody said not to go with these. And even though I'm just starting out and I have no idea what I'm doing, I would actually kind of agree with everybody when they say don't buy blanks off of Amazon. Now, you may be able to find some that are good, but these are kind of like pretty shabby, in my opinion. I expected a little bit more, but it is what it is, you know. I will use these and I will fish these, and we'll see how durable and how good they are. But yeah, you can see here I did a little silver wash on the black just to bring out the scales. And to be honest, I kind of really like the very, very dark black. It makes me kind of want to just leave it be here. But what I'm going to do is take some mica powder here. This was a kit, makeup kit that I got on Amazon. This was super cheap, like $6 or something like that. And you get all these mica powders. Now, if you go with any of the airbrush stuff, if you're going to go with any of the airbrush stuff, which I'd highly suggest you get an airbrush, you're going to pay through the nose. Yeah, you're going to pay through the nose. Let me show you some stuff here that I got. Now, I tried... Is this the silver? Yeah, I tried this stuff. It covered really well. As a matter of fact, I tried it on this one. Was it this one? Yes, it was this one. It covered really well. It was really very shiny, which was nice. But to be perfectly honest, it was really hard to get good coverage. Let me back up a bit. Get good coverage with the paint after this. So this is not, obviously this is not water-based. But the water-based stuff like this, which I got this at Walmart, and Hobby Lobby is 1,000 times cheaper. So if you're close to a Hobby Lobby, get your paints from Hobby Lobby. And here's Color Shift. This is glass, so it's like a transparent. Here's a gold. Here's another gold, a more flaky. To be honest, this one's more goldy gold. This one's more like a brassy gold. But yeah, get your paints from Hobby Lobby. Also, be careful of your blacks. So far, none of these blacks are... This is not black. This is another Color Shift kind of paint. Here, I'll show you. So far, the blacks have not been real black. Oh, yeah, this is a plastic. But you can see it's kind of like just like a mica powder thing. But don't, at least in my opinion, if you're just starting out, don't buy the airbrush paints. Because if you're... A 4-ounce bottle of airbrush paint is going to cost you like $15. Where this at Walmart was like $2 and change. At Hobby Lobby, it's even less. So, go with that. Also, this is what I use for my my coat, my clear coat at the end. This is like $6-8 somewhere around there. I can't remember. And this stuff is cheaper at Walmart. So if you're going to buy this at Walmart. But yeah, so far I'm not loving this so much. Maybe if it were just like just a straight silver. But we'll see. I also got some of this stuff here, which was a couple dollars. So I can't wait to try that. This is really kind of cool. But also, for your mica powders, don't buy a specific product. Buy this. Unfortunately, the good stuff, the Pledge, Revive It. They no longer sell it, so if you want to buy it, it costs just a ton of money. But, even if you pay $30 for the bottle, it's going to last you basically forever. But the EPA come along and said the chemicals in this was no bueno, so they changed it. Safer ingredients, means it doesn't work as well. But this was $6 or $7 at Walmart, less than $7. And you get 27 ounces of this stuff. So this will essentially last me forever. I'll probably be dead before I go through all that. But yeah, this kit, this mica powder kit I got, also came with some really, really nice brushes. These are, the fine one is just super fine. Yeah, the fine one is just super fine. The other ones are okay. They'll do the trick. I'm sure they'll be fine, but can I do that on camera? No, I can't. I did it, yay. So, yeah, that's what I've learned. Also, carving is not that bad. Even if you're new to carving, this was the first lure that I carved. These are all relatively simple shapes. And you draw the pattern out, and it's pretty easy. And this, I mean, this led to this, so I'm kind of really excited about this. So even though this didn't work out, it kind of gave me an idea for this type design where the lip is integrated. It's kind of like a flat fish meets crankbait. So I am super excited about this. I want to try this out in the river and see if I can't get me a trout or two on that. That would be fun. But yeah, so balsa wood, I would leave that for somebody who actually knows. Plus, as far as I can tell, I've watched a lot of videos. As far as I can tell, you can't just slap a screw or a tie-on wire into these things and have it be okay. You'll probably tear it right out. So you kind of have to cut these in half and then, use a wire bender, which I don't have. I haven't made one yet. If you're going to make one cheap. You can make them really kind of cheap. The store-bought ones are actually quite expensive. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's what I've learned so far in a nutshell. I hope it wasn't too confusing. But I would suggest to anybody, give it a shot. I mean, you could get a utility knife, a Stanley or whatever, and a piece of pine for $3 or $4. So you're looking at like a $10 investment and some wire, and probably for like $20 you could build a lure, and you don't necessarily have to paint them. If the action is good, you could just go out there and fish it, and something will bite it. I assure you that. Pike or a pickerel or a bass or whatever, something will go for it. But yeah, I definitely have some issues here. I built these eyes. I'm getting stick-on eyes here pretty soon, but this is just a piece of Lexan I got at Home Depot. That was like $6, but that's like an 8 by 12 or 12 by 15 or something. So there's just an absolute ton of baits that are in that sheet of Lexan. But yeah, so I hope I inspired somebody to go out there and give it a try, because if I can do it, I mean, anybody can do it, really, because I'm certainly no expert, and I'm certainly not a carver by any stretch of the imagination. But if I can do this, then heck, you can too. But if you want to see me carve up one of these things, let me know in the description, and I'll do a video of me carving up one. It'll be mostly like fast motion. I'll speed it right up, so this way you're not sitting here for 3-4 hours, whatever it takes me. You could probably bust one out in a whole lot less time too. I have a little scroll saw that I kind of rough things out, and a little belt sander. So if you have those things, they're pretty quick, really, hour or two, and you're done with the shape. But yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day.